And welcome back to another great episode of Rihanna's Cuisines. Today we're going to be making pepper steak. It's my favorite pepper steak. Chinese recipe, my favorite. In goes a little bit of olive oil, about a tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to cut in a video of how I marinated this meat. We're going to be marinating that with white of an egg, pepper, ginger and garlic, soy sauce, give that a good mix, and add some cornstarch to that, mix that up, and we're going to keep that aside for half an hour for all this to marinate. In goes our meat. Okay. And this meat cooks up so fast. I think it's amazing. I think the white of an egg has a lot to do with it. It locks in all the juices. I've got some rice going on right over here. And if you haven't watched how I boil my rice, watch that video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to wait and we're going to let this cook just until our meat is nice and tender. And I have the stove on medium-high, so that way you don't want to burn the meat but let it cook really nice. Then we're going to add some color on it. While that's going on, I have about half a yellow bell pepper, half a green bell pepper, and you can do one of each. I just didn't have enough in the house. And then I have one small onion that I have sliced up. For the sauce, it's going to be really, really simple. In goes our soy sauce, about half a cup of soy sauce. And then we're going to use the vegetarian oyster sauce, and if you want to use the regular one, go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add a good tablespoon of it into my sauce. Now, if you wanted to, you can also use hoisin sauce. That also tastes really, really good. Okay, I got a tablespoon in here. Okay, in here I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of my sambal sauce, and I want to show you that's what I use. It's got a really, really good flavor to it, and I'm just going to add about half a teaspoon to it, just because I can't have very spicy food. But if you want to go ahead and add more zing to it, go ahead. But I also, remember, I've also added a good amount of black pepper in our meat, so my meat is already pretty spicy. And then, let's just go back here, check this real quick. Coming along really, really well. And the pan that I'm using is a circulon pan, and I absolutely love it. I am not advertising for them, but I seriously just ordered a 6-quart pan, and I'm telling you, I want to invest more into these pots because I've tried all sorts of pots, but these are my favorite. They just cook up so much more evenly, and they're just really, really good to cook with. So into our sauce here, got my cornstarch. We're going to add about a teaspoon of cornstarch, not much. You don't need much because our sauce is going to be pretty dry. And that's what I love about my pepper steak, is that it's a dry pepper steak. It doesn't have too much gravy or curry or liquid in it, and that's how I like it. So, okay. Okay. What you want to do at this point is you want to make sure that your meat is really cooked through. And it is. It's just amazing how tender this meat became after I added the white of an egg in here. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add my veggies. And you don't want your veggies to be cooked through completely. You just want them to be nice and crispy. So we're just gonna put this on the stove for about a minute, not more. And at this point, if you wanted to go ahead and add some more red bell pepper in here, you could. It would add a beautiful color and taste to it too. I just decided to do this at a very last moment, and I didn't have all the peppers and stuff in it, but I really want to get this out. Had a lot of people requesting pepper steak. Okay, and that's all I'm going to cook it to. If you want to go ahead and cook it more, you can. I'm not. I just love the crunch in my vegetables. Go ahead, and I'm going to stir up my sauce. I'm going to go ahead and add my sauce in here. And I always like to keep my sauces very simple too. Something that everyone's going to have in their refrigerator. And just because we added the cornstarch in there, look at how fast we got this to get really nice and thick. And the proportion is just perfect. So we don't have too much gravy. It's coated all the meat and all the veggies. It's amazing. And it really, really does smell amazing in here. So now I'm going to turn it off because I don't want to cook this anymore. I want to show you how I serve this for myself. So for me, this is going to be a no-carb dinner. And for my family, they're going to have it with rice. So I'm just going to top my veggies and a good amount of meat on here for my protein. And I have put this on romaine and radicchio salad. And I also have some cucumbers on the side. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just drizzle that. Or not drizzle that. I'm just going to sprinkle some spring onions on it. And there you go. So basically this can be a no-carb diet for people who don't want to have carbs. So this is a no-carb diet, and that's just absolutely perfect. It's going to be so filling. And then for my family, I have it serving over rice. So you can see that, you know, both presentations here, they both look awesome. Really, really good. And I'm going to go ahead and give this a quick taste test. Too much meat. Absolutely wonderful. I know I'm going to enjoy my dinner tonight because I love the soft meat, the crunchy vegetables, and the salad that's coming through. The onions and the bell peppers are coming through, and the sauce was just perfect. So thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Rehanna's Cuisines. I hope I see you here next time with another great video. See you then, friends.